The officials are ready. The fighters are in the ring, and they are ready. So for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
All right, guys, well, let's get right into it. Tim Tszyu and Brian Mendoza's made-for-Hollywood comeback in the 154-pound division Sunday afternoon. The unbeaten Australian also continued his own ascent in their weight class by battering his courageous challenger during the final few rounds of what had been a competitive fight for Tszyu's WBO junior middleweight title in Broadbeach, Australia. Sydney Tszyu drilled Mendoza with various right hands, nearly knocked him out in an entirely one-sided 11th round, took Mendoza's power without incident, and won their 12-round, 154-pound bout by unanimous decision at Gold Coast Convention and Exhibition Center. Judges Steve Gray scored at 116-112, Adam Height scored at 116-111, and Nakamura scored at 117-111. All scored their fight for Tszyu by reasonable margins. Tszyu, 24 wins, 0 losses, 17 by way of knockout, who entered the ring as more than a 6-1 favorite, made his first defense of the WBO 154-pound crown he was awarded late last month. The son of former junior welterweight champ Costa Tszyu also remained in position to fight Jermell Charlo, who still holds the IBF, WBA, and WBC belts. Open quote, "Charlo, where are you?" Tszyu asked during his post-fight interview in the ring. "Where are you, buddy?" He probably, in his delusional head, will probably think that he's going to beat me. "Come and get it," close quote, Tszyu said. Tszyu wants to challenge Charlo for supremacy in the 154-pound division in his first fight of 2024. He believes Charlo will fight him, especially since the WBO stripped Charlo of one of his 4 titles the former undisputed champion once owned. Open quote, "Yeah, for sure, man," Tszyu said when he was asked if Charlo would fight him. "He fought Canelo, man. He's the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world, you know. He's the best at 154, but let's prove to everyone who's really the king of the division," close quote. Tszyu didn't beat Mendoza as easily as he handled Tony Harrison or Carlos Ocampo in his previous 2 appearances, mostly because Mendoza's power made him dangerous throughout their bout and showed a granite chin. Mendoza displayed a lot of toughness and won rounds mostly in the first half of their bout, but he couldn't land the type of shot on Tszyu that enabled him to knock out the then unbeaten Sebastian Fundora in the 7th round of his previous fight, which Mendoza was losing on all 3 scorecards. April 8th at Dignity Health Sports Center in Carson, California. Man, he's tough, he's crafty, he's slick, he's got power, Tszyu said of Mendoza, who knocked out Fundora and former IBF, IBO, WBA champ Jason Rosario in his 2 bouts before Tszyu beat him. Open quote, "He's world-class for a reason, you know. He's just behind me," close quote. Tszyu seemed like he was on the verge of becoming the first fighter to knock out Mendoza during the 11th round, but Mendoza came back to make the 12th round much more competitive and lasted until the final bell. All right, guys, well, what did you think about Tim Tszyu's performance against Brian Mendoza? You know something? Brian Mendoza is a really, really durable fighter. Super durable fighter. We've seen what Tim Tszyu has done to his opponents. And I don't know if you guys saw, there was a round when Tim Tszyu gave him 3 uppercuts in a row, and Mendoza just took it like a champ. I mean, you know, this is definitely not the end for Mendoza. I think that once everything, the dust settles in the division and we see, you know, where the belts are going and or just anything of those sorts, we think that Brian Mendoza is going to be in the #1 slot as a contender. Tim Tszyu, we have a lot of faith in Tim Tszyu. We thought that he was going to take it. You can see on our previous videos. So Tim Tszyu prevailed. What's next? If not Charlo, what's next for Tim Tszyu? Let us know in the comments below. How do you think a fight between Tim Tszyu and Jermell Charlo will look come 2024? Let us know in the comments below, guys. You can find us on Instagram at SportBox TV Official, X formerly known as Twitter at SportBox TV. And of course, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and also share the vid. We appreciate the love and support. Take care.